Alright, book besties, we're at it again with another book review. It is this book right here, Craving Chaos by the author Jill Ramsower. I was so fortunate enough to get the ARC for this fabulous freaking book. This book does release on Wednesday on June 12th, and you are going to want to get your hands on this freaking book. It was perfect. Perfect. So this book is a dual narrative. It is told by Renzo, who is the boss for the Italian mafia, and then Shay, which is the cousin of the Byrne brothers, so the previous series, which she is from the Irish mafia. This book could not have been any more perfect than what it was. I mean, the tropes were just perfect. So let me go ahead and give you these tropes because these tropes were phenomenal. So the tropes are mafia, forced proximity, one bed, stranded, and rivals to lovers. When I tell you they could not stand each other at like the beginning, but like their pull towards one another just made them being stranded together so freaking perfect. So freaking perfect. I mean, I devoured this book so quickly, and not just because it was the ARC. I mean, I did have some time to read it, but like I could not put the book down. Like I was like working at work and my Kindle was sitting right here, and like I kept like eyeing the Kindle, wanting to pick up that book. When I tell you I was picking up that freaking book, every chance that I got, I was picking it up every chance that I got. Like the characters were so perfect. And if you've read the Byrne Brothers series, you kind of already seen who Shay is, and a little bit of Renzo, I believe. If I can go back that far to the Silent Vows, I believe he appears in that book too, just briefly. But like Shay is such a freaking badass, and she is such a badass in the book. She is such a badass in her own book, and I was so excited that Shay got her own book because you just can't help but fall in love with Shay. Every time she appears in the previous series, in any of the books, like you were just so wanting her to have her own book, and she got her own book, and Jill delivered with Shay in her own book. Like Shay was just freaking perfect. The only thing I will say that I wish was a little bit more with Shay is a badass. I mean, a total freaking badass. And when Shay finds out what she finds out, I kind of like wish she was like a little more badass. Like what went down, I wish she was a little more badass about it. Like I kind of understand like, you know, where she was coming from, but I don't know, just like me, I just like wanted her to like go a little batshit crazy. Just like her cousins, just like her male cousins. I wanted her just to go a little more batshit crazy. But needless to say, like it was perfect. She was amazing. Renzo, my God, that man was delicious. And with them being stranded, I don't think like a man who you're stranded with like could be so hot. That man was just delicious. He was just so freaking perfect. I mean, wow. Jill really knocked it out of the park with this book. Like the storyline was just perfect from the very beginning, from the first page, first chapter, all the way to the end. Like there was a huge surprise, 2 huge surprises that I literally had my mouth just hanging on the freaking floor. It was hanging on the floor. Like, I did not see that coming. And when she delivered it, I was like, what? Oh my God. Like, the storyline was just perfect. The plot twists were amazing. The character development, splendid, freaking-tacular. It was like everything I needed and more. I did rate this book a 4.5. The reason why I rated it a 4.5, like I said, is because I wish Shay was a little more of a badass. I mean, she already was a badass, but like I wanted her to go a little bit batshit crazy. But maybe that's just me being toxic. I don't know. And then the spice, I would say, was like maybe a 3.5, 4. I mean, there was some spice, and it was some good spice. Yeah, no, it was great. The spice was great. I would say, though, it was about like a 3.5 to 4. Phenomenal. This book was great. Jill, you are such an amazing author. This book was everything I needed and more. And you guys need to check it out. Like I said, it does release on June 12th, this Wednesday. So make sure you add it to your TBR. Make sure you add it to your Kindle because you do not want to miss this book release. It is such a fabulous book. And you do not have to read the prior series to enjoy Shay and Renzo's story, because their story was delicious. I can't tell you. I'm not going to ruin it, but it was freaking phenomenal. You need to read it this Wednesday. You need to download it. You need to buy it. Whatever you need to do to get your hands on this book, you need to do it. Anyways, if you want to see my full book review, it will be on my Instagram, or go ahead and check out the little review here. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and have a great week. Bye.